I now started selling liquid soap for soap. And my mom used to make, what's it called, liquid soap in the house. So I'd already washed her. She used to do liquid soap, Dettol, Isa, and things like that. So I'd already been looking at her. So I just go to school. I just went to buy chemical, 1,000 naira. My pocket money then was 5,000 naira in school, in the university. So I collected one time. For liquid soap, you don't need equipment or anything. You just need a bowl and turn a stick. In fact, it was even my omorogo I used. And I dedicated it for liquid soap. I know that no more eba, no more kukuru, no more. Exactly. So to get bottles, I will need bottle to put in. So I went to school. I noticed that, students, we do take coke. I gave myself a name, Chef Mo. They've been calling me Chef Mo since 100 levels. So at that time, they will see me, Chef Mo, on shabotu ni, kilo wa. Do the business. They say, I thought you are a chef, like, you want to be cooking. I said, you just do like this. Everything is time. So I picked the bottles, I washed them, filled them with liquid soap, took them to class. I would sell after class, go to different classes, I would sell. I knew I was selling soap. Everybody already forgotten about, maybe I wanted to do cake or whatever it is. But I know where I'm going. So when I started doing that, I started saving little bits from what I've been doing. So, I was saving, then it got to a point, I saw that I already had enough money. So I now bought, what's it called? These grade A clothes, jean and tops. I bought it with bag and shoe. Cake was not my first business. It was not my first business. So I did it in school also. I started selling it with liquid soap, selling clothes, selling jeans, and people would come, okay, this is what I do. But I knew where I was going. So after doing that, I never had anybody to give me money because home training prevented me from, sleeping around. Home training prevented me. Not that I had given my life to Christ, but home training prevented me from living that kind of life. So, I had to start saving, and I discovered that I could buy baking pan today, buy whisk tomorrow, little gradually. This thing is not a matter of 1 year. It took me 2 years. I started buying it. My parents didn't know. I started buying it. So I was now left with only oven. Oven will cost 15,000 naira. And my pocket money was only 5,000. And I didn't have enough money because the clothes, as I'm buying, I have to keep, returns. Yes, because people were already asking for clothes over and over again. So I can't just take the money and go and buy oven. So I had to, keep returning the money in the business. So after doing that, I now sat down. Now, you have bottles. Is there an alternative for the oven? Yes. I can actually use my pot and my stove. Yes. So after getting to that point, normally my business should start. But now ask me one question. Do I know how to bake very well? Ask me. Please, how much will I pay? They said I should go and bring 20,000. Some said 25, some said 30. Ibo Motiferi, where will I say it? I don't have. I don't have this money. I don't have. But I had to start this business. Another challenge again, isn't it? I said, no problem. Kò sí wàhálà tó bá wà tí ò sí solution. Like my mom would say that, kò sí, like, I don't know how she always puts it. Brotoyi, can you help me? Like, when Tile Ogba, then she used to say, nǹkan tí ò bá lẹ́nu. Exactly. Mo ní okay, kéèkì yóò lẹ́nu. Èmi ni màá borí ẹ̀. So I went on YouTube. I went on YouTube. I started on YouTube. If I tell you that today I don't have any official training, will you believe? I do not have. I learned from YouTube. I went on YouTube. I started watching videos, sleepless nights. I started watching videos of how to make cakes, this thing is easy now. I'll just look at it, watch and watch and watch all over again, okay? After watching, I learned snacks and, I already had a background because I had someone who was doing it when I was young, but kò lè dàbí, because you still need measurements and cakes keeps evolving, There are times that you increase egg, there are times that you reduce egg, I said, okay, I learned. After learning now, the next problem, you can see that problem is to finish in business. It doesn't finish. Now, after doing all those things, how do I get people that will buy from me? I've used all the money I have on net to buy material, no money to eat. Who will buy from me to give me my money back? That was another problem that I had. So I sat down again and I thought about it. I have lots of neighbors. The house I was staying in Akungba, we had like 18, 20 rooms. Okay? They were always doing birthdays and they were big girls. They would do birthdays. People in my class would do birthdays. They would do cake. Who is doing that cake for you? Who is that person? I said, okay, I will be the one doing your cake now, henceforth. I said, don't worry. So I now started going to them. I said, when is your birthday? Do you know I can bake cake for you and I will only collect like 50%? You only pay for your ingredients. The rest is free. Do you know the reason? It's not because I didn't need the money. Do you know the reason? The reason was because I need to have a track record. Nobody will give you their cake if you have not done work for anybody before. They will ask you, please show me the picture of the cake you have done before. Please, where do I get cake that I've done before? If I tell you that your cake is the first cake I want to do, will you give me the job? You won't. You won't. Especially if it's a wedding cake. People will ask you, let me see the cake you've done. They want to see what you've done in the past. They want to see the kind of things you've done. So I had to go and meet my friends. Those ones, if I tell them that cake in move a kosher or ingredients in the would you do it, yes or no? Yeah. You will, because you know it's costing you less. That even if I fuck up, you can still go and buy another one. And people were going to, what's it called, Chicken Republic, to buy cake. That's where they were getting their cakes. And Chicken Republic was even charging them, as at that time, 5,000, 6,000. So I told them, I'll collect 2,000 naira from you, don't worry. So I had to do it. I would snap. I created an Instagram handle. I would post. They referring me one way or the other. And when they referred me, I got my money back. Because people that they refer me to is ready to pay the full money because someone has already given me credibility that I can do it. So whatever business you want to do now, whatever business you want to do, don't think about, that's why I will actually tell you that what problem is your business solving. Don't let it be because of the money. Even the money, you will not say it. You won't say it. Don't go into business because of that money in the first place. Create value. When your business is creating value, people will come back to you. And if you don't have the mindset of making money just immediately, it will even help you to give your clients good jobs. If all the things you're after is money, 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 you won't do a good work for your clients. You won't give them a good work. Make sure your business is, if you have a loan that you want to pay and you have so many things on your neck, business is not the thing that will give you that money. You need money urgently. You need school fees, and you want to go into business. Don't even think of it. It won't give you, because business is like a what? A baby. You need to nurture it. It takes time before you can start spending your business money. You can't just spend your business money the moment you start your business. If you spend it, that's the end of the business. That's not where it will fly away. So I had to do that for customers, to keep coming. And before I knew it, the old school, if you have opportunity to meet with any Akungba student between the year of 2014 and 2016, what's it called? 2019, ask them, do you know Chef Mo? Do you know Chef Mo? As at that time, I was still just doing cake, but I had that mind of where I wanted to go to. So those are the problems I had when I started my business in the first place. Those are the challenges I had. And another thing is, I will still discuss that with us, because there are times that in your business, getting funds is, in fact, I think that's the major concern on everybody doing business these days, getting funds. But you can actually make do with what you have, even when you start. When you start, you can make do with what you have. And it depends on the way you carry your business. After I left Akungba, and my business was very good in Akungba, I was making money, but I had to graduate, or will I sleep there? I had to carry all my things, my oven, everything. When I got to the house, my parents was like, Kilogbe, why? What's this? What's this? I said, Mommy's oven, is this, is that. Where do you get it? Where do you buy it? Mommy, I shall explained. They were now happy. They were like, wow, I'm so proud of you. If you meet any of my parents today, and they don't mention my name in 10 minutes, then I'm lying to you. They will tell you, my daughter is a baker, she does this, she does that. They wouldn't have told me not to do the business in the first place. But there's no way they get to today. The first thing is, in fact, today being my birthday, if you see the kind of comments, like the kind of posts they both made, she's the this of the house, she's the provider, she's the this. When they say I should do the business, you say, no, you're not great, I should not do it. Now, you see the results. Praise the Lord. So after getting to Akure, Akure, nobody knew me in Akure. No, nobody knows me. I'm sorry. Nobody knows me in Akure. I'm just coming. So that's like starting your business all over again. So I repeated the same phase I did in Akumba. So for 5 years, I'm telling you, it has not been easy. It has not been easy. I repeated the same phase when I got to Akure. And when I got to Akure, I had challenges of customers. I had challenges of funds. Even though I had all my equipment, Akure, big bakers, people that are doing sweet cakes, cakes that were of good quality, people that had brands, that had logos, if you see logo alone, there's this kind of sense you have. When you see a brand, you already see everything is designed perfectly. Your mind will be like, this thing will be sweet. Me, the logo I have is me that do it on Canva. All my logos, before I got to Akure, I was one doing it on Canva. My flyer, I did it myself. I carried myself, I did like this. Cake is ready. I got to Akure, I saw big brands. People that had big logos. People that were, how can I compete? How can I do it? I sat down again, went back to the drawing board and started all over. I started by doing logo. The thing is, you just have to do all these things one after the other. It takes time. Don't rush. You can see your friend who is into business, she's a big girl. Just calm down. You will still get to that place. Just start gradually. Whatever it is you can make do of it. Make do of it at that point. Don't be too in a hurry to make what's it called? To make a name. Let everybody know me. I'm doing business. That is why you should not follow your friend to do business. Don't do it because someone else is doing it. And determine the kind of business you want to do. Just because your friend is selling clothes and selling shoes and she's making it doesn't mean you should sell clothes and shoes. There are people that are doing, in fact, there was one day a friend of mine, when I saw his account balance, like we were in class and notification came in. And when the notification came in, I was seeing account balance. I saw 2 points, like the thing was going. I said, is this not 2 million? And I went to my phone, and I went to Google, and I went to check. How did they write 2 million? Because I was confused. At the end of the day, I discovered that what was in his account balance was like 2.4 million. And I asked him, please, what's going on? Did I miss something? And he was like explaining to me the kind of business he was doing, that he doesn't even need to leave his house before making his money. Do you get? So it is not about, my friend is doing this, she's always busy running up and down, I engaged, like she's busy, I'm not. You know, that kind of thing. And you want to do the same thing she's doing. There are people that are taking easier routes in business. People that are doing tech, they don't sweat and go into the kitchen and go and be turning rice. They don't do that. And they will make their money, isn't it? Yes. So determine what works for you. Me now, if I say I should go into tech, as I go, I'll come back because they will send me away. They will send me away because I don't even know what I want to go and do. Anything complex, I don't like it. Straightforward. In my school, I used to fail maths. So anything complex, I don't like it. So the kitchen one that we talk about, it fit me perfectly. Please check what fits you perfectly. I'm not saying that you shouldn't aspire. I'm not saying that you should settle for less. There are people who are doing the business that I'm doing that they are multi-billionaires today. So it is not just about, okay, they said we should do between our capacity. This is my capacity. No. You can do what you are doing in a larger scale. I pray God help us in Jesus' name. Amen. So, the next thing I want to talk about is the processes in getting to where I am now. Now, the first thing is God. I know we are all Christians, isn't it? Good. God. When I gave my life to Christ, everything was different. My business was different. Initially, I wanted to start because of passion. I wanted to do it because I had a passion. But this time around, God gave me a purpose for my business. He gave me a purpose. And when he gave me the purpose, I had to question God that, no, this cannot be. God said he wanted me to use my business to help others. He said he wanted me to use my business to help others in business, to encourage them in their business, to grow their business, help people financially, help people to settle their lives. I'm like, he said I should even use my business to bring the gospel uh, bring people to Christ. I'm like, how can you use money to bring people to Christ? Money and God, they don't, now Bible say money is the root of all evil. I said, no, it's not possible. And God showed me someone, and that is Mrs. Ibukun Awoshika. She's my greatest inspiration. She will tell you that she is not a businesswoman who is a Christian. She will tell you she's a Christian who is in business. So this time around, we want to show our generation that it is possible for you to be in business and for you to do it the kingdom way. It is possible for you to be in business and be truthful. It is possible for you to be in business and to be sincere. It is possible for you as a human being. There's this we want to show the world that I can be a billionaire and I am a Christian. We want to show the world that we don't just want to be limited. We want to show them that we can do better. We can change our generations. And I have noticed that the reason why Christians are always limited is because we always put everything on God. We put everything on God. God should go and do everything. And Christians don't want to work. They don't want to be at work. They will just sit down, expect God to just bring a miracle for you. Yes, we know that God will do it. He said he will do it. He said the one that has called us, he will also do it. We know. But you should also play your part. And that's where my next point comes. That is knowledge. Whatever business you want to do, please try as much as possible to have enough knowledge about that business. Don't settle for less. Don't at any point believe that you have known it all. Before you even start the business, start making your findings. There was a time that I discovered that